All right, I've hit recording.
Is Discord showing?
No, Discord is not showing.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn
It's
my
just the
camera.
screen you're seeing in the stream.
I'm actually gonna turn my camera off. Boopus.
Okay, so it's just
Boopus is having hiccups.
whatever you're seeing in my Discord live stream is what they're seeing, except for it's just the part that I'm circling they see for recording. So everything's chill. Everything's great.
Alright.
Um, are you ready for a recap?
Yes.
Last session, you were introduced to Techno's little deal with Spitfire, making a false deal, and everyone was disappointed in him because they thought there was progress, but seemed like there wasn't. When they met Michael, he became immediately aggressive towards Spitfire after Techno releases the deal, um, clearly showing that he was just using it to make sure Spitfire could come into the kingdom without being attacked immediately, posing as a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's interaction was not fun as he played around with Spitfire, choking him with a chain. When Techno reacts in a certain way, like jolting his body jolts at Spitfire getting hurt, um, Michael doesn't seem to like that as he smacked Techno into a wall, breaking his tusk and splitting his skull open. Techno using his own blood to heal himself. After the fun little doozy, Michael gives Spitfire to Techno as a slave. Um, as they walk through town after revealing Spitfire has wings. The bitch lied to you. Didn't tell you this information. Um,
Little bitch.
pretty moth wings is what he has. You guys spent a week grieving and calming down from what has happened in prior events of realizing Lady Decay is Phobos' mother and losing Augustus, your grandfather. Uh,
And me murdering someone.
and you literally killing someone for the first time. Um,
Yeah.
for the first week, you grieve. You also find out, Amaris finds out that why Spitfire doesn't sleep very often, watching his family die over and over again. Oh my god, God is moving. Sorry. God. God.
God.
Um,
God no.
God's leaving us.
God
Um,
has
leaving.
left the chat.
God has abandoned us.
God was never here. Oh God, Jackson.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna switch what I'm
Bob on the
looking.
camera. Oh, there's a foot. How dare
Cheap!
you?
For free!
On the
Get your
couch.
gross out of here.
For free?
For free?
Y'all
With
are
our
whack.
dicks? Absolutely.
You alright, my guy?
Shame in their voice.
This is
Sorry.
already off to a
What
chaotic
was the
start.
for free for? My feet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Alright, since
My
God
feet
has
are
left,
not-
you can leave.
Yeah, fair enough. See ya.
Bye.
Oh god.
Alright, here we
Fair
go.
enough.
No more
See ya.
interruptions.
Leaves. Where was I? I was talking about Spitfire. A cutscene of how strong his illusionary magic is, and showing that even as a teenager, he lost his father and almost drowned to death. Like he almost died of drowning.
Ugh.
Seeing someone that was clearly a part of his continent or wherever he was living at the time, watch him drown and not help him before everything faded to black. That was our fun little cutscene with not really cutscene, but knowledge about Spitfire's past. Before also finding out that Astrid is dating your aunt, Amaris's aunt, Ambrosia.
Yeah.
A fun little interaction of
Williams.
nice little thing going on, learning about that. After this week of grieving and stuff, Techno was to face his punishment to fight in an arena against a dragon and 4 people. Um, when the the Colosseum started to take place, um, Allium showed up talking, saying that he has a new general and that in this Coliseum, Techno will fight this general to gain his role of general back. Techno agreed to this, uh, you know, point. So, um, it ended up with Amaris hating these fights because the dragon's wings were clipped and it was really beaten and broken. Techno put it out of its misery, killing it. He killed one of the two people, two of four of the people flawlessly. He didn't really kill them. He knocked them out as per the rules. The third person he fought was his own sister, the daughter of Michael and his mother before his mother was resurrected and turned into what he is, a piglin. Um, uh, as that fight off went on, his sister manipulated him into seeing her as something that he didn't want to hurt. She had him hug her as she was raising the blade. Amaris desperately tried calling to Techno to warn him, but three words. I think they're three words. I don't know how to count, so don't quote me on that. 3 words or four, whatever it is what his sister said of "we're family." That's two. I told you I can't count. We're family seemed to trigger Techno into some sort of angry state, and he tore out her throat with his teeth, putting her out of the battle immediately and having to go into immediate care. The last fight, Allium shows back up and sits down next to Phobos. Next to Phobos and Amaris, pulling Astrid into his lap as he does. As Michael gets up after telling, I think at the beginning he told the story of the storm in the void, which was important to this campaign, and talking about it and stuff like that. He talked about that, I believe, before this all started, but I forgot to mention it, so I'm mentioning it now. Of like about this guy that's just as strong as a lord, could kill lords and stuff like that. And obviously Michael's terrified of it. With the fight between the general, Michael announces Technoblade's name as per every fight, and then announces Amaris's father's name. Excuse me while I look at his last name because I definitely remember that.
Quit headbutting my desk, you stupid cat.
Where did I put that? Where the fuck did I put your dad's last name?
You're very organized, Mike.
I don't remember where I put it. Leave me alone.
Oh no.
In boss stuff? No, it was not. It probably was it in here. It's probably in here if I'm being honest. Parla. There we go. It was in Amaris's channel.
I would expect
Announcing
so.
Amaris's father's name, Aaron Parla, as
I
the
hear an
challenger.
angry cat. I hear an angry cat.
He's vocal. Don't molest my mic.
Oh, okay.
To the fight, as both of them, neither of them attacked, it was clear that Allium put a spell on them to make them more aggressive and actually fight each other. Amaris did not like this, going to fly and stop the fight, but Allium, being an angry bitch, almost broke her wings as Techno and Aaron fought. Their swords clashing and Orphan Obliterator starting to crack under the pressure of Heartless Endeavor, a Keyblade that takes over other Keyblades when the wielder's actions are truly heartless. Amaris did not like this and put an end to it with her own magic after breaking a crystal in half, which is a really fucking strong crystal, by the way. These things aren't supposed to be broken in half, but she snapped it in half and healed both her wings, I think. And she went in and stopped them from fighting. Aaron ended up forfeiting the fight, which canceled his deal with Allium, causing Allium to have a lady of outrage, like a temper tantrum toddler,
Bitch.
saying the deal was off and the chain breaking off of Aaron and him. Aaron showed displays of anger towards Techno, blaming him for what's happening, but calming down when Amaris tells him off. The next week goes by, and it's Phobos and Techno kind of argue a little bit about some. I think this was prior to that, but it's after that now because I don't remember. They argue about what Techno has been not telling them and saying to them, and how he explained that their mother taught him that the best way to protect someone is to withhold information from them. And Phobos learns how their mother was not falsely accused, but probably did not deserve to be, basically executed and put into the beyond.
I didn't know. Basically, that bitch was executed.
Yeah, she was. Well, she's alive. It's just kind of being tortured. Um, uh,
Right.
considering she's in Lady Decay, and it's probably not the best place to be, especially considering you're hurting people. Um,
My mom was a sweetheart. She would never hurt anyone.
yeah.
Lady Decay.
um,
Bitch.
um,
Anyways,
finding out that what consent is in general, and learning that their mother was thrown into the beyond for unjust reasons, that she killed someone to defend Phobos, but obviously, Allium didn't see it that way, clearly. Um,
A little punch.
Techno spends his week there going to work a lot more than normal, and he's constantly out, so Phobos leans a little more on their summons and kind of relaxes with them, while Almaris sits
just go to
with
sleep. Just
Aaron,
go to sleep.
sleeping with him and just sitting near him as he calms down. All of you guys, your spirits are a little bit back to normal. Your dad seems excited almost to continue on with you guys. He
Well,
seems just
yeah, obviously.
he's also happy that he's with you, but he doesn't know how you've changed.
He's gonna find out.
He gonna find out.
He gonna find out.
We left off with you guys following Techno as Techno walks out after a day of work as a general. He doesn't know you're following him.
Sneaky.
So.
Sneaky. Get snuck upon.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Anyways,
Vocal stimming.
Yeah.
anyways.
As this happens, you watch Techno as. Let me see if I can. Where do you come up, Techno? Behind both of these peaches. God damn it. Focus, go over there for a second. um, Techno
What did
is
I
kind of.
do?
You were in the way of showing Techno.
Bitch.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Um, you watch. Clearly, Aaron feels uncomfortable watching this guy just be in a training room. That's where he is. There's a bunch of like dummies and stuff around here, and like boxing bags and things like that. And you guys feel kind of worried as the atmosphere in the room is filled with sorrow and anger. It's clearly radiating off of Techno as he's just staring at one of the dummies for a little bit. Aaron seems uncomfortable witnessing this. He doesn't know Techno, and he clearly doesn't like him, so he's just like,
Like, this is a bitch.
fuck this guy. Why am I caring about him? What the fuck?
Why is my child caring about him?
Yeah. As time goes by, you watch as Techno out of anger almost, he takes his armor off and throws it across the room and then just starts beating on this dummy until his knuckles start bleeding. He's angry, and he's clearly seeing some emotion, feeling some emotion, but it doesn't seem to be what he knows about this. So if you want to act, you can.
I'm just gonna run up and give him a back hug.
He freaks out a little bit, shoving you away and backing up and just staring at you guys. It seems like his emotions is shutting off for a second as he just stares at all of you. He's heavily breathing as his knuckles are just bleeding. Again,
I'm gonna use healing hands on his knuckles.
he backs away from you. He doesn't want to be touched. It's very clear that he just doesn't know what to do. He seems like he's in an emotional state. But as you know, Techno, he has emotions. You can tell when he's happy and stuff. But you've never seen him pull away from people because of those emotions. And you've never seen this amount of emotion come up.
If Phobos just kind of stares at Techno before running and hugging him, not caring if she gets hurt.
His hands shake as he slightly pushes them away, And for a moment, you hear his voice cracks as he speaks. I, Phobos, it seems
He hugs them tighter.
he seems scared, but he also sounds like he's gonna cry.
My poor baby.
Spitfire's just standing there. He's like frozen. He doesn't really know how to deal with this. Aaron kind of leans back in a wall and kind of lets you guys deal with it because you know him better than he does. As
I mean, he's my husband, so.
Astrid kind of steps towards him, but doesn't know what to do fully. As Techno kind of just he's shaking a lot. It seems like everything happening is causing an emotional shutdown, and he doesn't know what to do. He's shakily breathing, and you can feel his whole body shaking. You could do other things here if you want.
Phobos just holds on to him.
Spitfire just kind of comes over and he starts rubbing Techno's back. Same way that Techno did with him whenever he seemed to be in distress in these past few weeks. Just gently doing it.
I just kind of make wholesome little ice figures floating in front of him about our happy moments on our trip.
Astrid kind of uses her sword to make flowers, because a flower effect comes off her sword as she swings it. And you see him he starts to cry. And these cries aren't normal as they're screaming as well, and it's just pain and agony and everything that's built up from years of just holding everything in. As he just clings onto Phobos. He's shaking violently as he's just screaming and crying.
All I say is,
boy.
I'm just gonna say, let it out. It's okay. It's better to let it out than hold it in.
He just nods.
That cunt of a cat went under my bed.
He nods as he spends at least a good 40 minutes crying like that. And he just slowly calms down. He's breathing heavily still, but he's calmed down. And he looks at all of you and just goes, "Thank you."
You're welcome. Everyone needs to cry. It's hard keeping it all in. It's hard being a stoic pig man.
Techno chuckles a little bit. He's like, "It's the only way I've been taught to deal with it ever since I was 10.
Not how my dad taught me. Isn't that right, Dad?
I was like, "Yeah, but I understand how Techno feels. I was a general, a soldier. We're taught to not show emotions. It's just how it is. Sometimes it gets to a breaking point, and that seems what's happening."
Why
Techno
would
just
you be?
nods.
Why would you be bred to be stoic? That just seems wrong.
Aaron's like, "Hey, look, when you're a general, you're taught to this thing because you kill people. Just what happens. You kill for the things that you believe is good. But sometimes those things aren't good." He kind of looks at
Amaury
Techno a
kind of
little bit.
shudders. Amaury shudders as soon as the word "kill" gets mentioned.
Killing isn't
yeah.
okay, but I believe at some points there is times where you have to. Even if it doesn't feel right, you do it for the better, to protect those who you love.
That's what my mom did, and then she got sent into the void. Or beyond, sorry.
Amaurice's nails start to dig into her arm, almost drawing blood. It's like scratching her. She's starting to scratch herself.
Aaron comes over to you. He just gently takes your hands and goes, "Hey, it's okay. Everything's okay. You've been out here for a while, haven't you?"
Daddy issues.
No, Dad, it's not it.
He gently kneels down and holds your face like he used to when you're younger. Whenever you were upset, he'd gently hold your face. Like, "Talk to me, sunshine."
Dad, I killed him.
Who?
Disc.
Why would you kill Disc?
He was gonna. No, he did. He killed Gus.
As you hear this, because you know your dad viewed him fully as his father.
Oh yeah.
So the moment that you heard that, he looks you dead in the eyes and goes, "I would have done worse things to him." You feel the sense of anger come off of your father, which is kind of terrifying. You did the right thing. You were only trying to protect him. Do not blame yourself for the faults of another. I know it's a lot, and I never wanted you to do those type of things, but Sometimes it has to happen. You did it for the good, and that's what
But
matters.
Dad, I saw. I know it's weird, but I have the ability to see the beyond.
I,
The
oh,
dead. I can see past the veil.
what happened to Augustus when he died?
He became a dragonborn and he joined his family.
Resurrection. He's in resurrection. He's okay. It's almost like he's trying to secure his brain that it's
Yeah.
fine that his fatherly figure's still alive in a way. He's like, it's okay.
And he wants to find us again when he's ready. That's what he told me. He still has his memories.
That's good. You know, it's great. Okay, he's okay. He's happy as well.
Disc got dragged to.
He's dragged into the beyond.
He got dragged to beyond, I think.
Serves him right. I don't agree with how the beyond treats their souls, but if he killed someone like that, then he maybe doesn't deserve happiness. Sorry if that sounds cruel, but I don't really take well to people killing my family.
No,
Dad
that's
sounds
okay.
oddly cold right now. He doesn't have that warm
To be honest, Amaris is perfectly fine with it because, well, techno. So she's kind of grown used to someone who's cold at times.
Yeah.
No,
Techno's
that's okay.
okay. Just know that I'm not disappointed or upset at you for hurting someone else. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we can't control these things and have to do things that we don't want. People give you no
Thanks.
choice.
Yeah, he really didn't. I mean, I kind of, I kind of lost it.
Well, sometimes that happens.
Eh, Emotionally, I was not doing great. Oh, wait, Dad, I still have the buzzer. She pulls
Oh,
out the remote buzzer for emergency. I still have it. I got it from Lucifer.
of course. Lucifer's, he promised to give it to you if we ever lost you, so he's a good
I
guy.
left the other mechanics with Auntie.
That's good. Just the Star Rail, it's the Beyond owns it now.
I know. I know.
You hear your father breathe out shakily. It's very clear there's part of him that is still holding in emotions, but he's very emotional usually.
Hmm.
We'll get it back. I'm sure we will.
Phobos,
Eh?
I'm really glad that gem worked.
Uh,
My wings,
oh.
my wings would not have recovered for sure after that break.
Well, yeah. I don't know where these gems come from. I just kind of get them after sacrificing someone.
Yeah, I mean they break so easily though.
They're not supposed to break. I kind of was taken aback when you did that.
Huh?
They're tough gems. They're not supposed to break easily.
Excuse me?
Well,
Do you not know your own strength?
No.
Fair enough.
well, I'm proud to say that I raised a very strong woman then.
Yeah.
He ruffles your hair
Would
a bit.
it be okay, would it be qualified as strong if I'm able to hold and like like a trust fall grab techno with no trouble?
Yes, yes, it would, because he's very large
Big
and very
boy.
muscular.
Huh. So what if I told you I caught him with no trouble?
I'm not surprised. You're my strong little sunshine. Your dad just softly smiles and he looks over at Techno. Techno looks at him. And for a moment, your dad seems to be empathetic towards him. You know your dad is empathetic. He's a very empathetic person. It
Oh yeah, of
seems
course.
seeing Techno break like this gave him more empathy for him. Before he just kind of crouches down to Techno, looking him in the eyes and going, whatever you serve as a general, Allium seems to got a little bit of anger issues that he should sort out. I don't really like the fact that he hurt my daughter, but
He tried to do more than that. I don't know if it was not just the wings, but as soon as I healed the wings, He's like, I don't know, something in my mind or something. I fought it off with ease, but still. Blech.
He's
Yeah,
an absolute cunt.
you can say that. But he was within his
Compensating for
right to do
something.
that. You disobeyed him. Lords do that when you disobey them. I would know.
Doubt his ass is a
Disappoint them.
lord. What was he salty?
Considering he's a god along with a lord, it's nothing we can really do.
He's in
Hey,
no
Dad.
books. I doubt it.
Hey, Dad. Dad.
Mhm.
I learned what this saying means.
What's saying?
He's I forgot the word. Fuck.
Compensating.
Compensating for something.
Definitely is.
I have grown.
And what the fuck are you doing? Get off the side of my thing.
What?
Sorry, my Samichis.
Aaron
Oh.
chuckles at your comment before looking back at Techno and going, "He may be your boss and maybe your god, but that doesn't mean you have to disappear your hold back your emotions. I guess would be a better word. Just to appease him. You are your own person. You're not some machine. Stop acting like it. Disappointing to see people act like that." And he just stands up and Techno looks at him and almost like there's pain when he said there's disappointment in it. And Techno then that pain shifts and he goes, "I can do that. I can be more emotional.
Press
Think.
X to doubt.
I can
Techno,
I-
I've known you my whole life. No, you can't.
Sex the doubt.
Techno looks at you and then grabs you and fucking has you in a headlock and he nuggies you a little bit, sprinkles your hair. And then he goes, "Oh yeah? Well, you're not one to change either." And he laughs a little bit. He's like, "Isn't that right, nerd?"
Change?
And he shoves them a little bit. He's a playful gesture.
Hey,
He's
Phobos.
still,
Hey, Phobos. Hey, Phobos.
Huh? Yeah.
Want to see who's faster? Do you want to see if you can catch me with flying?
Shit. I summoned my wings.
Alright, bye.
you two have your little race, and when night falls, you come back home and you see Techno and Aaron sitting together. They're kind of talking. It seems like they're talking about general things, and Aaron's trying to show Techno how to feel some emotions that aren't just the ones that he's displayed. Basically, Aaron's being a fatherly figure to Techno right now. And Lord knows
And
Techno needs
one.
Yep. I think he's gonna be the fatherly figure of the whole group.
it.
You don't say.
And my father, so I will be missing the fatherly figure action because he's my father. Anyways, I'm just like tired. My wings are drooping on the ground. I don't remember who won that. I think I won that. I beat you.
Your wings are much larger,
You
so you
did.
do catch more speed than they do.
Well, yeah, of course.
Um,
Oh,
I
hi.
touched my
Hold
hips.
on, I got a mother.
Mumder. Second mumder.
isn't it your third mom?
No, she's second mum.
Okay.
It goes mom, second mom, and then unfortunately, sorry, Smashel, birth mom.
Lovely.
Is the order of mothers.
The mother order. And then after this little interaction,
Mother says hello to you guys.
hello, mother.
Yeah. Anyways.
Your dad notices how tired you are. He kind of stands up and he picks you up with no problem. He's always been able to pick you up with no problem. And
Dad!
he's
What's
like,
this for?
bedtime. Even though you're adults, he
No!
still treats you like a tired toddler as he rocks you a little bit as he
I'm
carries you.
not an adult. I'm 18.
Adult is considered 18 is considered adult in this world.
Not in my age. I don't
Like
give a
how
shit. Anyways.
Eric Crocras are adults at 7 years old.
Oh, that's no.
It's because their species they don't live very long, so that's why 7 is considered. So they're
Okay.
mentally and physically fully developed like an adult, mentally adult, everything like that. It's just that at 7 years old, they live for 7 years and then they're adult month because their species, their race, just dies really quickly. They only I think they only live up to 40, or no, it was 30. I think it's 30. 30 or 20, I think is how much they live up to.
Okay.
So,
Anyways.
But your dad flops you in the bed
I'm
and
just
tucks
what?
you. It's
No,
bedtime.
no. I haven't
He's
had a proper bedtime in a while. I like staying up a bit. It's fun.
like, well, you need your sleep. Plus,
Meh.
I'm sure if you want to go see your mom, it's best if you sleep. We'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Just be walking. He ruffles your hair and
I
softly
have to
hums
say
to
goodnight to everyone though.
you. He's like, I can bring them in here so you can say goodnight.
I don't want to make it awkward.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind, sweetheart.
Hi.
Aaron comes and grabs everyone, and he just physically grabs
Grab.
you and drags you. He doesn't ask, he just grabs you. He's like, say goodnight to my daughter. Techno, good night, Amaris? Say night?
Night, kiddo.
Good night. I told you not to make it awkward. Good night.
um, Techno kind of scooches out as Astrid gently, like, she moves your hair out of your face and says goodnight. She has a very motherly vibe to you.
Yeah, of
Again,
course.
still acting like your mom in ways.
Yeah.
And Spitfire's like, good night, hon. Sleep tight.
Good night.
And he looks at your dad, and then they make eye contact, and your dad just nods a little bit, and he fatherly kisses the top of your head, Spitfire, and he leaves. Spitfire asked silently for consent with your dad to
Yeah.
act like a dad to you.
He doesn't want to make things awkward, man.
He's like, can I? And then your dad just nodded at him.
Yeah.
Your dad sits with you and hums to you like he did when you were younger.
The wing just envelops over me on the side, as a blanket, and then he puts the actual blanket on top of me, so it's
Yep, just
triple blanket.
yep. Phobos, is there anything you want to do with interactive your party or anything like that before you go to bed? Phobos?
Give me a minute, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Let me think.
Oh my god, it's a rare opportunity. Nex is thinking.
Shush. Just
I'm about
because
to
I
do the
don't
real game.
usually have brain cells doesn't mean shit. No, I'm good. I'm just gonna go pass out. I'm just gonna go steal Techno, grab him by his hand, and just go pass out on his chest.
Aww.
This night particularly, you notice while you're laying there, because Spitfire's cage is in your room. So he's kind of sitting there in the corner, and he's not really sleeping. He seems to just stare off. And Techno looks at him and is like, "You not tired, or you just struggling to sleep again?" And yeah, you're laying on his chest, so you can hear this happening. And you know Spitfire struggles to sleep at this point. And Spitfire just goes, "I don't know, just can't sleep, I guess." And Techno's like,
Come here, snuggle puddle.
Techno's like, what they said. And if you don't want to
Snuggle
sleep,
puddle.
if you don't want to sleep in those clothes, you can borrow some of mine. I have extras around here. And Spitfire just goes, he's like, oh, what?
Yeah, his
Someone
clothing are very
flustered?
comfy.
Now Techno's just teasing him for liking him. He's like, oh, come on, you flustered. Spitfire does not respond. Um, uh, Techno just kind of gets up and he's like, Bubba, you want some of my clothes too?
Yeah.
He gives
Sure.
both you and Spitfire his clothes to sleep in, so you're all in these. You're in his tunics basically, and his pants and stuff. And
No, Phobos doesn't sleep with pants.
all right, well, you're just in some whatever you sleep in.
I'm in his shirt and boxers. Fuck yeah.
Lovely. Spitfire is in his own in his own boxers and Techno's shirt. Techno just sleeping fully clothed, laying there. You and Spitfire share each one of Techno's tits. Do you want his
Each
right
one
tit
of
or his
his
left
pillows.
tit?
I want his left.
Okay. Spitfire's on the right side, and you guys go to bed. Roll for who wakes up first.
Which one is that again?
Oh
Uh,
crap.
D20, basically competitive. Who the fuck wakes up?
I got 16.
I will never be able to wake up first, and you know this.
What'd you get?
I got a 2.
Okay. You're still sleeping. Phobos, when you wake up, you're engulfed in Spitfire's chest with his wings wrapped around you. And they're surprisingly soft for being like, fragile and stuff like that. And he's got his chin
The
on top of your
dusty
head.
man.
Yeah. It's like weird, like fibers on his wings. And like you could feel around his wings is Techno's arm. You could feel the weight of it. So you're just trapped in a cocoon of men.
A very adorable cocoon.
The dusty boy. I'm just fidgeting with his wings.
After a little bit, Spitfire just opens his eyes and looks at you. He's like, "How did you? Okay, okay. Is this how I'm gonna wake up now? Okay, I'm chill with that." Mm-hmm. He was just too tired to deal with it. And Techno just goes, "How the fuck did you guys end up cuddling in the middle of my chest?"
Don't ask questions, love. Anyways, let me out.
Techno moves, and then Spitfire opens his wings. And as he opens his wings, you could see these really pretty, like eye-looking things around. Roll not to be charmed by his wings.
And which one is that?
A d20. You have to beat his new charisma, which is 15. He got slightly prettier with the fucking wing. You got a 2?
Yeah.
You're infatuated with Spitfire. You feel like you're in love with this man. And Spitfire goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did not." And he closes his wings, but that infatuation doesn't go away. It just...
Give him the dusty wings.
He's like, "Okay."
Make spunky bee hands at him and then fidget with his wings again.
You're no longer like charmed by him, but you feel this underlining feeling that you still are like into this man, and you don't understand what it is.
Look at Techno with a look of, are we? Is this?
Techno looks back at you. He's like, and he kind of slightly nods a little bit.
Bubba giggles.
And you have now agreed with Techno that this man's hot, and you two are kind of into him. But Techno Spitfire does not know this.
We silently agreed that this man is ours.
Yeah, no one else knows about this except for you and Techno. Spitfire does not know that you two like him.
This man is ours now.
Spitfire kind of giggles as you guys smell something cooking, which wakes you, Amaris, up. It's a very familiar smell. Something you've had on the train before. Seems like your dad's been cooking.
Amaris wake up with a pool of drool from her mouth. And there's like feathers, like all assortment everywhere. You know, the usual. Half of her head is like, the hair is stiff, messy bedhead. And her hair is like tangled around her horns and stuff. So we got one of her eyes stuck closed. It's just, what's going on?
The familiar scent of your favorite breakfast hits your nose, which is something your mom and your dad make you.
Grapes.
Yeah.
Grapes and bacon.
Your mom and
Nutella,
dad make you this
strawberry,
constantly on the
grapes,
train.
Bacon.
And that familiar scent of your dad cooking that, because he's really good at cooking that. Your mother's also really good at cooking. But the scent goes into your nose, and you feel more awake than you usually do in the morning, feeling that same childlike excitement like you did on the train.
Grapes, gimme.
You rush downstairs.
Walking like a zombie towards the kitchen.
As you get in there, Astra's awake.
I want to know Astra's reaction to the state of Amaris.
She's giggling a little bit as her tail swish. Ambrosia is sitting in her arms, taking a little nap. And she just smiles at you as she wakes up a little bit. She's like, "Oh, hi, sorry. I was taking a nap." You guys are eating as Spitfire, Techno, and Phobos all come downstairs, and you're all served food. But Techno looks at your dad and goes, I don't really eat that. And he's like, "What do you eat?" He's like, "Potato," and he pulls a potato out of his pocket and then bites it and eats it. It's a little rotten, but you don't see that.
He does this all the time. I said to Dad.
He eats rotten food. Are you okay? He seems so
He's dead.
No.
No filter, Phobos. He's dead. No shit eating rotten food.
Meanwhile, Amaris, no, he's not okay.
Yeah,
your dad just goes,
"This man ain't okay."
Okay. I won't question it.
Amaris
Enjoy your food.
Stuffing crepes filled with Nutella, with chocolate spewed all over her mouth. Some even got on her nose, a little bit on her fingers as well, even though she's using a fork and a knife. And then she's also eating crispy bacon, so she's a mess eating it.
Your dad's just chuckling as there's a loud knocking on the door, and Aaron opens it. Spitfire goes underneath the table. You see Michael standing at the door. He's like, "Where's Techno?" And Techno immediately stands up.
Maurice just immediately covers her face.
Aaron's like, "Why do you need Techno?" He's like, "I got some things for him to do." So
Well, there goes my afternoon snuggle time. Rest in
Techno
peace.
just sighs, and for the second time in your life, he actually kisses you. This time on the cheek, not the
Oh.
forehead.
Kisses.
He chuckles a bit as he grabs Orphan Obliterator off the side, and his armor snaps around, like flies from upstairs and snaps around his body. His crown doing the same thing as he walks out with Michael. You also notice when as soon as like Michael kind of shows up, Ambrosia and Astrid are across the table from each other,
Yep.
and they're not even looking at each other. It's just normal eating. It seems that their relationship is really secretive from this guy.
Yep.
As the day passes, it's a great bonding time. Phobos, you're getting to know Aaron really well. He's a really great guy. He's even reading to you, like the God book to you. As
Would Aaron be able to recognize Phobos because Phobos looks similar to their dad?
he thinks you look similar to someone, but he can't put his finger on it, and he can't fully recognize you.
Yeah. So Phobos, or
Like,
So next, he's the conductor. He's the one who guided the train. So he did not be the one in the caboose and stuff. That would
Well,
be
I feel
Mom.
like he'd still come and
Oh,
talk.
Yeah,
now
he
and then?
knows the people. He
Of
knows
course.
your dad. It's just that he doesn't
It's just-
fully process that you're his kid. Because again,
It's
you look
been a
like your
hot
mother as
minute.
well. And also, it's been a while
So-
since he's seen them.
Well, if I scroll through my shit, if I'm not mistaken, Phobos looks very similar to their grandparents mainly.
Yeah, so he also would not recognize you because of that.
So Maurice, after she shielded her face, she's somehow gotten Nutella on her feathers, and she doesn't know how.
Lovely. As the day
So
goes
she's kind of
by,
like trying to clean it off.
yeah,
She's
the
like,
day goes by. You have a shower. You're all cleaned up. You're all enjoying yourselves. And Techno comes back, and there's just a large gash across his face, and he's just breathing heavily as his armor's drenched in blood. I'm home, I guess.
Healing hands.
He's like, it's okay. Watch this. And he just moves some blood to his face, and the thing heals. And you watch your dad almost look horrified at this thing. And he's like, I can also do this. And he takes some of the blood off of himself, and he shapes a necklace out of it. It's around his neck. It's crystallized blood.
That's so cool.
He chuckles a bit as your dad's just staring at him. He seems wary of what's happening. He doesn't quite understand what's happening. And then the blood just soaks into his body. And he's completely fine. He's not drenched in blood anymore. He's a little bruised.
So cool. I'm still gonna use healing hands because I don't want you to be bruised.
Wait, I'm undead. I'm undead. It'll hurt me.
Oh, you can't really heal him, it'll hurt him.
Yeah, it's why I keep refusing your healing.
Maurice immediately puts her hands up and flies to the roof.
No, you didn't know. It's fine. It's fine.
She's like a cat, like the memes where the cat flies up to the roof, kind of cartoon. That's
Yeah.
exactly what she did. She's just on the roof.
Yeah.
It's just excuse you. I'm
Thank you.
so sorry.
He's like, it's okay. You couldn't have known. It's fine.
Am I okay to come down?
Yes, you are perfectly fine to come
Can
down.
I come into the out now? No, you cannot come into the out now. But I can. You're just having to remove the piece of wood. Sorry.
I want someone to catch me because I'm just gonna stop myself from flying. Here we go. 3, 2, whee!
Immediately, Aaron's just
runs and
right
catches
there.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't hear anyone. You guys talked at the same time. Please.
Phobos
choose-
runs to catch him.
Okay, what did you say, Vin?
Almost in an instant, your dad's right below you. You don't understand how he got there because he's across the house from you.
Okay.
He just kind of appeared there.
Phobos most likely would catch them, but ended up falling, so Aaron would probably catch Phobos.
Yeah.
Just, all right. Well,
Well, I have 2 children.
what are you, my other child? What the fuck is this?
Yes.
He jokes around with that.
Yippee! I got caught.
Aaron chuckles as Techno kind of leans on the door.
Kid, that gave me a heart attack.
I'm gonna do it again.
No.
Techno leans.
Puff.
Techno's just leaning on the door and goes, "You guys want to grab dinner somewhere else?" There's a bar nearby. They sell pretty good food.
What's a bar?
It's a place where adults usually go to get alcohol. It just
Flesh,
this
men's
one
imitation.
What's an alcohol?
you would know what alcohol is. You
An
had
adult
Husker on your
drink.
thing.
never. No, she just wanted to be stupid for a moment. What's an
Okay.
alcohol?
An adult drink.
I already knew that. I just wanted to be stupid. Anyways,
Aaron
let's
looks
go.
at you like, okay. You guys kind of walk with Techno, Spitfire on his chain, behind them. Um, your dad seems to be kind of known. Again, he would be known around this town. He kind of waves at some people that know him, and Techno's people are looking at him and is smiling and stuff like that because he's their general, he's their guard, he does this stuff.
Yeah.
When you enter the bar, it's like a large like tavern type thing. The bar keeps there, and there's like an entertainment thing. You can hear music in the background, and everyone goes up to the thing. And Techno looks at the keep, and he's like, "Well, isn't our general?" And Techno goes, "Hi, I'm here to get food for my
Friend.
friend,
You right there, bud?
for my friends." And the barkeep kind of snickers and leans back. He's, "Well, I can't just give everyone stuff for free. I mean, unless you want to do something for me, I can give you your
We
stuff
said
for
we were
free."
eating
That
it
one.
for free. Bitch, we have money. We can pay you, dumbass.
Well, maybe I don't want to serve that one. It's kind of rude. I can kick it out of my bar if I want.
I'm his
Techno looks.
husband. You have to serve me.
Techno looks at you and is like,
Cunt.
he looks at you and is like, "Chill it, my guy. Just chill it."
I have issues. Leave me alone.
Techno's like, "Well, I mean, it'd be nice to have things for free because I get things for free and so do you.
I get privileges.
Because you're his husband. I called you his husband. You're his partner, his significant other. So yes, you would get things for free, but the rest of you wouldn't." And Techno kind of leans against the bar and goes, "So what do you want me to do for you that would consider all of our
No.
meals free?" And the barkeep goes, "Well, the singer of that bar, singer and dancer, I guess, that band up there called in sick. You know how harpies are, fucking useless." Techno does not like the racism there. He's just like,
Grace immediately looks up and looks pissed. She's just like, "Excuse me?"
And he kind of looks at Spitfire and he goes, "I mean, that's your slave right there. Pretty good looking. Looks like he could sing." So,
Amaris goes immediately in front of him
No.
and blocks the view with her wings.
I mean, depends for him food, but I think it's my slave. I think I should owe something, get something more from that. The barkeep snickers and goes, "I'll give you a little bit of a whole bottle of bourbon if you want." And Techno just goes,
Techno, no, we're not making slavery out of our boyfriend. Leave him alone.
"Boyfriend, I didn't agree with this fish." Spitfire, huh?
Boring of Techno.
What's that?
You heard
Huh?
nothing.
Uh,
No, Techno. I will give you bourbon at home. I have my ways.
Okay. The barkeep kind of groans, and Techno goes, "Well, depends. What type of dance is he supposed to do?" He's like, "I don't give a shit. Just entertain my bar folks, or whatever the fuck it is." And Spitfire doesn't seem fully against this. He kind of shrugs and he looks at Techno and nods a little bit. But doesn't seem to
Amaris
be.
cools down a bit and just looks at him a little worried, just like, "You sure?"
He
I
nods.
was
He's like,
not liking this.
Spitfire nods. He goes, "It's just like home." That's all he says in a very quiet tone.
Amaris doesn't exactly like that. She's like, I won't fight that you will be okay doing this, but at the same time, I don't feel comfortable doing this."
Spitfire's like, "It's fine by me." The barkeep's like, "Why does a slave have a choice in it?" Techno glares at him like, "Because I like hearing the voices of others and like some people that like silencing them." And the barkeep seems intimidated by Techno's attitude and just goes, "Okay."
Amaris covers her ears.
Techno just, "So you're gonna get them all the food they want. He's gonna dance for you, and everything's on the house." And the barkeep says, "Yeah, that's the deal. We don't have to shake hands or anything on. I don't want to be in the hands of you." He seems like terrified of Techno type thing.
Amaris currently has all her eyes shut and her hands on her ears currently, so she doesn't know what's happening.
Techno taps on her and she's like, just order what you want. It's okay.
Huh?
Order what you want. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, echolalia.
Yeah.
I'll have a chicken Alfredo pasta with crispy cheese, please.
Yeah, you guys are served the drinks and yours is apple juice.
I just have water.
Okay, you have water. You have a
I hate apple juice. Don't you dare give me apple juice.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot you didn't like apple juice.
It's okay.
English.
Let's go glass of water.
Phobos has coffee.
Phobos has coffee. You guys are eating and relaxing as Techno sits up on this bar thing. Is there anything you guys want to interact about before I start the cutscene?
Nah, I'm good.
Mom, I was gonna ask Mom if it's food for ourselves, but she's currently taking a shower, so I can't.
It's fine. Just chillax for a little bit until she's out of the shower. She doesn't take that long in the shower.
She takes like a half hour.
I'm sorry, it's Pringle nuts. I can't control how long Mom stays in there. Go relax, Pringle boy.
Pringle nuts.
That's what that.
Apparently that's what I get called.
Would you prefer Pringle dildo?
No.
I'm for sure someone made that. Yeah, I know. It's not like made out of real Pringles, but like one of those silicone ones that the molds. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
The
All right.
heck is happening?
Don't ask questions.
Are we ready? Are we ready for a
Yes.
cutscene? Okay.
Yes.
Let me get the bot set up so that I can do that. Because there's a bot for the music now.
Yeah. I'm so happy that worked.
I'm screeching.
That's still my thing. Yes, it is. All right. Are we all ready?
Yes.
Phobos. Next. Are you ready?
Already said yes.
I didn't hear you the first time.
Yes, for the first time. You're ready.
Techno sits up on this thing, the bar countertop, and the barkeep seems a little annoyed about it, but he doesn't say anything because Techno's terrifying, and also he's the general, and he ain't gonna say shit about that. As Spitfire kind of goes up to the band and talks to them a little bit, seems to be discussing the music. And not too long after music starts to play, let's see if I can. As this starts to play, you hear Techno order 2 bloody bourbons. You don't know what that is as he pours bourbon into the cup. And he grabs another tiefling and cuts its wrist open and puts the blood in the bourbon. And Techno hands one of the bourbons to Phobos, and they start to drink them. As Spitfire starts singing a bit, and Techno's watching him, smirking a little bit. This part's from our music. And then it starts. You guys are eating, just enjoying the song. As Spitfire just walks around the bar dancing a little bit. And then he looks at Techno and starts singing this. As he turns back to singing to the rest of the people, he's walking around, his wings open, and you see the chain that Techno has glows, and Techno allows him to use Charm Person. Everyone in the bar, except for you guys, are infatuated with him. They're all staring at him. Yeah, I said all of you guys. He didn't infatuate you guys. As everybody seems like romantically interested in him and they're watching him. He's really good at this. And then a guard comes in and he just laughs at Spitfire before shoving him to the ground. And Spitfire smirks up at him before raising his body up and slamming the guard against the wall.
Oh, goodness.
His hands trailing down the guard's neck, and his wings open, and the guard gets mesmerized by him as he spins back, going back to singing. He seems to be having a fucking fantastic time. He looks genuinely happy since the first time you've seen him. He seems to be enjoying himself a lot. He looks at Phobos and Techno as he's singing, and it's almost like he desires them, but he doesn't want to fully admit it. You can
just have
imagine
a
that.
cheeky little smirk on her face.
Techno's watching, smirking, drinking the bourbon. Tastes pretty good. As a female, seems like the barkeep's daughter comes up to Spitfire and starts touching him, and he clearly doesn't like it. Techno quickly looks at you, goes, "Can I be a gay in purpose?" And you just go nervously, "Yes." And Techno saying this while pulling Spitfire close to him and grabbing him by his throat and standing up and then moving with Spitfire as they sing together. Spinning Spitfire around so they're pressed up against each other. Spitfire singing this.
We got some gay shit happening.
Techno sings this part before he spins him and glares at the woman, and she backs down as Spitfire grabs Phobos and pulls them into the dance with them. And Spitfire's in the middle of Techno and Phobos, and he's moving his body with them.
We just got an Amaris giddying in the corner. Just
got the three fruities.
Spitfire's the main one singing this. And as the barkeep's just everybody's staring at Techno like, what the fuck?
Why is this general flirting with a slave?
As the song ends, everyone in the bar just claps and cheers. I'm out of breath. Okay. That was the cutscene. Spitfire's face is red. And the guard that Spitfire mesmerized, everybody's out of the charm person now. They're all acting normal, going back to eating and drinking. Besides the guard.
Uh-oh.
You recognize this guard as the guard that stopped you. Eli, which is, again, the guard that hates Techno with a burning passion. And he looks at Techno and is like, "I didn't know you were gay." And he's like, "I'm not." I don't want to talk about I'm not
Everything's
gay.
gay when you're married to me. I have no gender, bitch.
Eli just goes, what? You're married. You shouldn't be touching another person like that. And Techno's like,
Hey, it's
"They gave me
hot. I want
permission."
it.
What? Techno, huh? Spitfire just, like, he's a mess. He
Watching
wraps
you
himself
two
in his wings.
dance together was fucking wonderful.
Techno kind of chuckles a bit at that as he stares
Amaris
at Eli.
You just hear her clearly not able to contain her giddying, just in the corner, just
The fruity is happening.
Yeah.
You can just hear her in the corner just doing that.
Spitfire's embarrassed as he hides himself in his wings, and Techno looks at Eli, and Eli's like, "What? What are you looking at, huh? Fucking pig." And Techno looks at him and goes, "Seems like still jealous that you always come second of everything." He kind of gets in Eli's face a little bit. He's like, "You know, I know you wanted to marry Phobos. I know your feelings for them." And Eli seems
What?
almost intimidating. He's like, "Seems like I came first there too.
What?
I'm
Sorry, bitch,
Michael's
wanted to do
Italian's
that.
favorite." He's just fucking beating this guy's confidence down, going, "I am number one, and you've always been in second place because you've never met the mark. Isn't that pathetic of you?" He's being really an asshole to this man. And Eli just goes, "You'll see." And he runs out of the bar, pissed off, and Techno just laughs at him. And he looks back at you two guys, and he's like, hey, he looks at the barkeep, he's like, "Keep your daughter under fucking control before I slit her throat." He seems angry at the barkeep. He's like, "Yes, sir." He's shaking a bit.
Amaris is like faking eating popcorn. She's just like,
The drama.
Aaron
she's
seems
just
almost
staring at
entertained by it.
you. What? Pardon?
Aaron seems entertained by it as well. He's just like, alright. You spend the rest of the night with free food, drinks.
Amaris and Aaron were just we're just all together, just pretending that they're having a movie night.
Yep. And that is where the night kind of ends. You go back to bed. I'm not gonna make you roll for sitting up. It's just a normal.
All right.
You wake up last like normal, and it's just a fun day. And Techno goes out for a little bit again for guard duties.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Spitfires have been in a corner with, like, either with Techno or Phobos. It's really weird. He's almost attached to them now.
Yes.
Kind of like how you would, like that illusionary magic that you saw. He was always right next to his wife or his son, like protectively, but also lovingly. That's what's happening here. That's what you're seeing.
Lovely. Oh my god, yes.
The day passes by. You guys are having a normal time. It's just like fun. And Techno comes home. He's not hurt this time. He looks at you guys and goes, so, sorry, I'm out of breath around here.
Why'd you run?
I don't know. I was excited, I guess. Uh,
Oh.
I have 2 missions I have to do, but no one will volunteer to help me out. I'm asking if you guys will do it. Sure.
Yes, please.
He's like,
I'm
okay,
bored.
okay. And then the second thing, sorry, there's a carnival that's in town. I could get us all in for free. It's my title.
Armory's perks up. You can just see her ears perk up and her wings fluff. She's just like, did you say carnival?
Yeah, so.
I think Aaron would know that's like a trigger word of zoomies.
Oh, God.
And her zoomies are crazy. Did you say carnival?
He's like, yes. We could do the carnival or we could do the other 2 things first. Whatever you want.
Carnival? Carnival!
Okay.
I don't think we have a choice. I think we're going to the carnival.
We're going
She
to the
starts
carnival.
flying everywhere.
It's like, you need to calm down so I can get us in. Please.
Someone has to catch her to stop her from flying.
Aaron ends up doing it. He's used to this. He's just okay. He kind of holds you close. He's like, how about we have zoomies at the carnival instead of in the house where we can break?
Carnival!
Yeah, carnival.
And then she passes out from too much energy.
Oh, there we go. As she's passed out, you guys can walk to this carnival. It's ginormous. It's a giant carnival with a whole bunch of attractions, games, and stuff like that. And there's like a really pretty Ferris wheel in the sky. Not the sky, but in the distance. Yeah, you guys can pick whatever you want to use.
I'm awake.
Okay.
Is there an arcade?
Yeah, there's an arcade.
I'm gonna drag Phobos with me to the arcade.
Well, I guess I'm going this way.
You guys kind of split up. Aaron follows you 2. Spitfire and Techno split from the group, and Astrid and Ambrosia split.
Lovers Lane.
So Aaron's with you guys as you experience this.
Aaron's just basically taking care of his 2 kids.
Yeah, he's chaperoning you 2. Everything's free. You have the guard pass on you guys.
Static.
I wonder if there's a I'm sorry, I have way too much energy. I don't really get to carnivals a lot, especially now.
Oh, nuts. I'm ecstatic. I haven't been to one of these at all.
What I hope there's one of those, like, you take a big hammer, go wha, and then it goes beep.
You do see those.
I like those.
There's 2 of them. Actually, there's 3 of them, so that you, Aaron, and Phobos can all do it at the same time.
Can we?
Aaron nods. He's like, we have the guards pass. We can do whatever we want for free.
She just grabs the both of you and drags.
Aaron seems pretty happy about this. He seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, you're at these things. Roll to see how hard you hit this thing and if you're gonna win.
Okay. I'm gonna let Phobos go first. I want to go last for this.
There's 3 machines, so you guys all are on a machine. So
okay. You got an 18. Yo!
You hit this thing and you hit the bell pretty easily. It seems like carrying an axe around with you and stuff like that seems to have upgraded your strength as you just slam this hammer into it. You can hear a ding, ding, ding. And you get an option for a prize. You can get a small prize, and since you hit it really goodly, you can get a large prize, you can get a medium prize. You get all 3 choices.
I'm gonna take a medium.
Okay, your medium prize choices is a medium-sized stuffed animal, a fake gun, and a tennis racket for some reason.
Give me the fake gun.
All right. You take the fake gun. It doesn't have it lights up when you hit the trigger.
I'm gonna
Right,
get
you want
with this.
to know what Aaron does before you do yours?
Yeah, I want Aaron to go next.
Oh. Aaron's on his machine. You're all doing this at the same time, so.
Okay. It's
but
just order
it's just
of
order.
Yeah.
That you want. When Aaron does this, you hear a crack when he slams it down, and it hits the bell, and you see the bell nudge up a little bit, and almost break, and he just goes, oh. He seems to not really care about the prizes, but he seems to pick the small prize. It's a little bottle that's like swirling something inside, pink and black, and well, yellowy.
What's that?
Um, I'm gonna just roll while I grab what this is because I forgot to grab a picture of it.
Wait, what?
Uh, you roll what you're doing.
Okay. I'm rolling for strength right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and I got a 20.
Okay.
You're gonna
You break
break
this
that
thing.
Pardon?
You break it, and the person that's watching over it goes, "Oh, not again!" And it's a fucking wizard that's also a tiefling, and like he's chained here, so clearly this place is also running off that. He's like, "Oh, not again! Not gonna fix it. It's fine. Don't feel bad about it, please. I'll fix it. It's fine."
Aubrey's just frozen. She's just like,
I don't know my own strengths.
Hey, Phobos, you were right.
I figured I was right.
You get an option with a large prize, a small prize, and a medium prize.
I'll take a large prize, please.
You got a giant stuffed animal. You have a giant crystal for some reason, and a fucking giant bouncy ball that you can like sit on, like a yoga ball that you sit on.
I'll take the crystal.
Okay, you have a giant crystal now. It's amethyst. As
Mm,
Aaron moves closer, like to offer this bottle to someone because he clearly doesn't want it. He doesn't really care about the prizes. When he goes to do that, what was it soul bounds to your boat? You now know this is a vial of a soul.
I was thinking that.
Um,
Okay,
I got
Dad,
a
you
new
just got a soul.
why was? Hold on. One
Like I got a new.
question. I have questions, many questions. Why do you have death's belt on? And why did that bound to you? Is that a soul? Hold on. I have so many questions.
One, I don't know why I have dust belt. It just kind of attached to me.
All right.
And two, yes, it was a soul.
Okay, great.
I got a new friend.
Oh yeah, Dad, I also have a soulbound thing.
Oh,
I don't have the cape on now, so I just kind of put my hands up.
it flies and it connects to you. And also same thing with the Wayfinder, it connects to your throat and sits there. And he's like, "That's great. I'm so glad you found legendaries."
Yeah,
I have a lucky can that I can drown people with.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. My cape does something. Oh, I don't want these anymore. How do I get rid of them?
He's like, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I can't get rid of
Go
this.
back to the house things.
Your dad pulls out his sword, and the tiefling freaks out a little bit. He's like, wait, hold on, I can give you everything. He's like, I'm not robbing you, calm down. Your dad swings the sword, and it creates a portal that rips the fabric of time, and you can see the inside of the house. He's like, put it in there.
Yay.
You've never seen him do this before, by the way.
She's not really surprised by him. It's her dad.
And after you put the stuff away, it just zips closed, and he's like, anyway, where were we?
Hey, let's go. Meanwhile, Phobos.
What the fuck?
Just wandering.
Phobos, where'd you go?
I was just following behind them.
Oh, there you are. Why are you so quiet?
I have a gun.
I have dead.
I got crystal.
Oh,
I like this crystal. Crystal.
right.
Wait. What can we do?
All
What
right.
can we do now?
Save the line. Sorry.
Your mic topped. What did you say?
They're quoting someone.
I was
Okay.
quoting Funky Frog Bait.
Yep. Okay. So what would you like to do next? There's rides, there's more games, and then there's also...
Is there a very intense roller coaster?
Yes.
Like super intense.
I'll let you guys
We're
go
going on
with a... You guys can pick a ride, pick a game, and then you guys can go on the carousel.
Ride.
God,
Okay.
I want the most intense roller coaster you could
Okay.
give me.
You find the most intense roller coaster, your dad goes, no, I'm not going on that.
Yes, you are. Come here. Phobos grabs him.
I also grab him.
Okay. You get him on this ride. I'm gonna roll. You guys can roll for how nauseous you get and how scared and or how much adrenaline you get. So 3 rolls.
Alright, so I'm gonna do the first one for nausea. Is it lower or higher?
Higher is more nausea.
Okay.
I got an 8 for nausea.
Okay, you're not that.
I got a 6 for nausea.
You guys aren't that nauseous. Oh, Aaron, I'm sorry. Your dad looks like he's gonna vomit.
Yeah, he's motion sickness. Alright,
I got
anyways.
an 11 for the scared one.
So you're not really scared, but it's pretty intense.
I got a. Ooh, Yeah, I also got an 11.
Okay, you get again, same thing. Your dad's terrified.
Hey, for adrenaline.
I got 17.
You got 17. You're up there. You are feeling the
I
adrenaline. It's great.
I got
I'm
a 20. I got a 20.
Girl, you gonna fucking die of adrenaline overdose.
Your dad's having a horrible time while you guys are riding the adrenaline. It's just you're just giving a
Static.
great time. Your dad's just oh.
Ugh.
When the
Love
ride
this motion
ends,
sickness.
when the ride ends, your dad's like, "Give me a moment," and he finds like a bush and he just vomits.
Sorry, Dad.
uh,
Thing.
what?
Person. Aaron.
You call him dad. He's like, "Huh?" Woo.
Don't ask questions.
He giggles a little bit. He seems giddy that you call him dad.
Sibling. She Amari starts like zombie walking, saying sibling repeatedly towards you. Sibling.
The sun starts to set. You get to the carousel. It has beautiful lights on it, and you can see the entire city from the top
You
down.
mean Ferris wheel?
Yes, Ferris wheel. Shut up. I don't know the names of carnival rides. I've never been to a carnival. That's a
Ferris
lie.
wheel is the one that has the horsies.
You mean a carousel? You call it Ferris wheel.
That's what I said. I said Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel?
You said Ferris wheel. Okay. Anyway,
Ferris wheel.
all of you meet up there, and Ambrosia and Astrid sit alone together. Your dad. It depends. Phobos, I'm assuming you want to sit with your two gay boys.
Yes.
Almarisha,
Me
sit
and my
with
gay
your
men.
dad.
I'm sitting with my dad.
You're sitting with your dad, and as this thing goes by, your dad seems a lot calmer on this one. He's a little motion sick about it, but he's pretty good. And you see, like, you can kind of notice because you're right next to Ambrosia and Astrid's thing. You kind of see them when they get to the top. They're looking out, and Ambrosia is giving Astrid multiple kisses, and Astrid's just giggling about it. Well, when you and your dad get to the top, your dad stares at the moon, and he just seems he's almost anxious as he breathes in a little bit and a little bit sad as he stares at the moon.
What's up?
He kind of looks at you and says, "It's I don't know. I'm scared, I guess.
Oh, what are you scared about?
Scared for your mother, sweetheart."
I saw her through the portal you came in on, and she looked fine.
Yes, I know. It's I think I know that she wanted to do this herself, but we can't keep it from you anymore. He just looks at you
Hmm?
as it's slotted differently. Phobos, now you're up there with Techno and Spitfire. You guys are kind of just chilling and watching.
Men.
Yeah, it basically Spitfire's in between both of you for some reason. He doesn't know how it happened. He's just there. He's like,
Don't ask questions. Just accept this.
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Aaron kind of looks at you and goes and sits down. He's like, "Your mom, obviously, she's not human, but she's not just a fae either. She's,
Huh?
she's the goddess of the moon, sweetheart."
I think that ride really got to your head, Dad.
Not lying.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Dad. Really?
I'm telling you the truth, sweetheart. Why would I ever lie?
I love my mom. Sure, she's powerful, but really? A goddess?
Yes.
Please.
Girl, you delusional.
I know you don't believe it because it seems so outworldly, but her getting weaker around you every time we enter a place with a moon isn't coincidental. You're her daughter. You are a demigod of the moon. She's a female god. Female gods don't get a choice whether or not they give their children their power. In a way, having a child causes her powers to disintegrate from her. The more that the moon shines on her, the less days she has left. And I'm afraid of losing her. The more that we
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not.
You're not
It
what?
can't be.
You are.
No.
You want to deny
Dad,
it.
Dad, this joke isn't funny anymore.
Not a joke, honey.
So you're telling me whole time, this whole time I have been the daughter of a god.
Hmm. She didn't want to tell you until you were old enough to understand what it was, and to understand
Well,
that you're really powerful.
is that why I look so weird?
Partially,
Is that why I have strength that shouldn't be possible?
you are a demigod. You are stronger than a lord, and I'm so proud of you for standing
I'm
up to them.
I'm demigod. I'm a demigod.
Yes.
Maurice just goes immediately quiet and just puts her hand on her forehead and she just kind of thinks. She's inside her head.
That sounded like I
How
something in Minecraft.
how she just goes for a hug and then the rest she just stays quiet.
He hugs you tightly. It's very clear that he's scared for your mother, and he's scared for you as well. The night comes to the end, and go home. You have time to think about what your father's told you, but eventually you go to bed. In the morning, Doctor gives you the two offers of the two side quests. You can pick one.
I didn't hear anything you just said. Pardon?
You go to bed. You have time to think about it. It doesn't. It's a big thing and sounds like a big responsibility, but you know that they didn't ask this and you didn't ask of this. It's just what happened. Um, you go to bed in the morning. Techno gives you the two options. He explains that one is something about kids going missing after visiting an abandoned pizzeria.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is about a missing dog that's been gone for 2 days and usually, well, 3 now. Usually comes home after a day or two, and it hasn't come home, so the person basically asked him to find their dog.
I know what the first one is.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I choose the missing kids, I am not going to Five Nights at Freddy's.
The way you said it.
I am not going to Five Nights at Freddy's, pal.
Okay.
That is a nuh-uh to me.
What are you doing next?
Staring at her parents.
You could see them through the stream if you're watching it.
No, because it glitches out my computer.
Such a suck.
Wiring's getting stuck again.
Well, I mean, I think you look at it eventually, sometimes.
What's going on?
I know. What's happening?
We just finished talking about how
Did your
we're choosing the
headphones die
dog.
because you just straight up didn't charge them?
No, I charged them. They're just on their life support.
Okay.
Because they were in the yellow when we started. I'm going until they die.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what you're doing. So I'm just sitting here.
Just kind of staring,
Yeah, I can tell.
stalking your boyfriend. Anyways.
Why are you reading my text, you freak?
I couldn't even see that, man.
Okay. Alright, so you choose the dog?
Yeah, I'm
And
not
it's
going to Five
unanimous?
Nights at Freddy's, pal.
We go the fun now.
No. Okay, we're going for doggy.
No,
Yes.
no,
Gotta agree on
no.
something.
I'm gonna make a persuasion over Nex.
Okay. Roll against each other.
All right, Nex.
Who gets the
Whoever
higher
gets
number?
the highest.
We know damn well you're gonna end up because you have godly fucking rolls, bitch.
No, I make it bad luck. Come on. You roll for Let's roll 3, 2, 1. What'd you get?
What do you get?
Say it first, man.
No, you say yours first.
Fine. I got a 19.
Like I said, you win.
Okay.
Yeah, doggy adventure.
Alright.
Take that, bitch.
Techno just shrugs. He's like, alright. I
No,
still
but
gotta
what did
do
you
the other
actually
one,
get,
so
Nex?
either way,
What
you're.
did you actually get, Nex?
I got a 7. You think I can fight against that?
All right.
Anyways,
You guys all leave. Everyone's geared up, except for Spitfire. He doesn't have his gear until outside the city when Techno puts it on him. He's like, "You need this, just in case."
yeah,
I get it's just for finding a dog, but still.
you need this.
So you guys are walking towards the direction where the person said the dog was. Techno's obviously leading you guys. Roll perception check to see if you see anything that would sign as a dog. It's a pretty open space as well.
I got a 16.
Like it's a really open area.
19.
Both of you see the dog that matches the description as the color and stuff, and it's right next to a maze. It's kind of sitting there. Seems to be eating a bunny. It's just nomming on the bunny.
Maurice just screams puppy and points.
It hears you, it looks at you, and Techno's like shit, and it runs into the maze out of fear. Like it whimpers and runs. It doesn't know who you are. It heard loud sound to go. And Techno's like, ah shit, now we gotta go to the fucking maze.
Sorry. I'll
No,
fly
it's fine.
above to make sure we don't get lost. Whoop.
When you fly above, you see the dog running towards the middle, and
It's going in the middle. I'll direct you guys.
you lead everyone through this maze pretty easily. And when you land into the middle, you feel like something come over you a little bit when you land down into the maze. You're like, what? But you feel this when you enter the maze entirely. And you would see this dog's corpse torn apart. Its collar is broken and stuff. And then you also see the dog staring at you before shifting into this creature, and it gurgles a little bit.
Skinwalker.
And that's when a magical field, all of your weapons just gone. Everything is gone. Your defense mechanism, your legendaries, it's gone. And all of you look at each other, and Tector goes, "We should stay together." And then immediately as soon as he says that, walls separate all of you.
Yeah. Can I fly up and find Techno?
Sure, you could try.
I don't like that word. I knew it as soon as as soon as I heard that you feel something come over you. When I touched the floor, I was like, "Ah, shit! I'm not gonna be able to fly."
And by the way, this is what the creatures look like that you saw.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. Maurice's feathers are just super puffed up. Just like, okay.
You can kind of hear like a panic detector's like, "Fuck!" As soon as I say that too.
You jinxed us, you ass.
Shut up!
Dad.
You when you scream "Dad," of course all of you are hearing this. You hear Aaron go, Maurice, and he's like, he seems scared, almost like he's protectively scared, but he's like scared.
Yeah.
You know, he's worried about his daughter.
Yeah. I don't know where I am. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fly up either. I kind of felt something when I landed.
All you hear from him is, "Just find the middle. We'll meet in the middle."
I have it pretty memorized, but I have a feeling the maze changed.
Basically, you guys are now traversing this maze. You guys got to figure out your way. Just roll.
I'm gonna summon Anubis.
Doesn't work. The magical plane does not let you do it.
Can I summon Seed Eater?
Nope. Your belt is gone.
Damn.
And everything magical doesn't seem to be working. And you can't bring your wings out either. And that scares you.
Oh fuck.
I can't bring out Anubis. And then Maurice just stops in her tracks, yells out and tells her father, "Hey, Dad!
Yeah?
I can't bring out Anubis!"
It's okay. Just find the
I can't
middle.
even summon my wing.
I don't know what this is. Just find the middle. You can kind of hear movement in the maze. Like, movement that's quick in the maze, like, around you. They don't sound like familiar footsteps to you at all. Some do, but some don't.
I am very lucky I have physical wings, so I can shield myself.
Well, technically, Phobos does have physical wings. They just choose to hide them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So this is the moment where Maurice is proud that she didn't listen to you. It's just like, I am so happy that I have a physical
both of you roll
shield.
performance.
God damn it. All right.
See how well he is this. Alright, you get a little lost.
I got a 17.
Okay, you got 17? All right.
This ball.
We'll pause on you. Phobos, roll another performance check. You're a little lost, so you can't really figure out. It feels like the walls are shifting and blocking your way, but nothing's moving. You hear Tecto go, Phobos, and you don't know. He sounds panicked. He sounds scared for you. You hear Spitfire call out your names as well. Both of you are hearing these things.
Hello?
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Wow.
Okay,
Hello?
you able to hear us? Are you gonna roll
Yeah.
again?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I told you to roll again for your performance.
17.
17?
Yeah, nice. It's the same as
Um,
mine.
all right. Who wants to go first? Phobos or Amaris to describe what happens when you guys.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a turtle, so if you holler, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, me. Ow.
You?
Me.
Okay. Amaris, you see your dad. He's like panting. He's hunched over a little bit. And you see a skinwalker and like it runs off badly beat and it's clear that he heard it. As he's just standing there. He's breathing heavily, he's shaking a little bit. And he's just heavily breathing. He doesn't respond to you. But you hear Amaris scream, but Amaris, you don't scream. Instead you hear Astrid scream. As your dad's like, we have to get to the middle, we have to find the others.
Okay. Hold on a moment.
Amaris, you
What's
didn't hear
the
yourself
name?
scream.
What's huh.
After
I
hearing
need-
the scream, I stand completely still, not wanting to move.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I just want to do something real quick
Okay.
with Aaron. So, hey, Dad.
Yes, sweetheart?
What did I do when you first came into this world?
When I first came into this world.
You know, when you got portaled in.
Oh, you seemed excited.
I immediately deck him in the face.
You go to touch him, his neck snaps, he looks at you, his face is drenched in blood. He's like, what's wrong, sweetheart? Why are you trying to hurt me? And his voice is starting to shift as he starts walking towards you.
Not
Um,
Dad, and I just run.
as you do that, Phobos, you see Technoblade. He seems a little more decayed than usual, though. And he's staring at you, but he's not saying anything.
Phobos is just glaring back.
Would you
You're
ever
not
been
my
with you?
husband.
No, am I? Because I think we're married.
You're not.
He kind of steps towards you a little bit.
Phobos takes a step back.
What's wrong? It's okay. We just gotta find the middle. Find our friends.
I just scream out, "Don't go to the middle. We need to find the exit."
You don't hear Amaris's voice. Instead, you hear Amaris scream, Phobos, where are you?
Excuse me? Bitch, how dare you mask me?
Phobos
But
keeps backing away from Techno, keeping their eyes on him, though.
stop running away from me. I love you. And that's something Techno usually would not say to you. And he
You're
seems
not my
angry.
husband.
Um, he just laughs a little bit, kind of psychotically, as the skin starts to fall off and the chains of the skinwalker is walking towards you. So he basically revealed himself. With Amaris, well, you hear the skinwalker chasing you, but he still sounds like your dad. You hear the chains and stuff. Seems like they're chained, but not to the thing. They just have broken chains.
Yes, fucking it.
Your dad goes, "What are we doing? Playing your dad, quote quote, playing hide and seek now, sweetheart."
Ah, stop it! That's creepy, man.
He's just laughing. He's like, "You know I'll always find you, right? There's only so far you can go."
Yeah, you're a creep.
And he's like, "I'll count to three, give you a head start." And he starts counting one,
I never even stopped.
um, two. Like he stopped moving. All the footsteps you heard around all stopped moving as well.
Yeah, I'm just not stopping.
And as soon as he gets to three, you hear everyone's voice say three, and then all of them at the same time, ready or not, here we come. And you hear the movement get a lot faster.
Nope. I'm just not stopping.
Roll performance and Phobos, for you, they're chasing you. You can hear your mother's voice, your father's voice calling
Ooh.
for you. Every
Mm-mm.
you're hearing that, and then you start hearing Masky and Slender and EJ and stuff. You're hearing the people that you care about and you know calling for you.
No. No, sorry. I'm getting the fuck away from them.
Roll performance, both of you.
Okay. I got a 20.
All right, Amaris, you stumble into the middle area, and when you enter the middle, you feel this magical wave come over you. Not like your powers came back, but some invisible platform lifts you up into the air, and you see thousands of mazes, all leading to the middle, but not connected to each other. And you could see
What?
Phobos. Your eyes immediately get drawn to Phobos, who's running through it, while you see all these people. You see yourself, like a mutated version of yourself.
What?
No, these people, they're just yelling out and trying to find Phobos. It's clear they are.
Nuh-uh! Phobos! Yo! Buddy!
They can't hear you.
I got 19, by the way.
What do I do? Oh, nice.
You also brush past these people that you know, shoving them to the side as they shift. Oh, but give me a second. I'm just up.
Do you make it to the middle?
They make it to the middle and they feel the same platform, and when they come up, they see you, and they also see these mazes all
Wait, hold on.
around.
Hold on. Test. Okay. What happened when we first met?
Your father kind of, I think, strangled you? No, Techno strangled me. Father knocked you out.
That's technically when you first met. You first saw each other then.
Phobos
But
is
my
just
father
panting,
never-
trying not to cry.
My father never knocked me out. I think I knocked myself out. I don't.
Your father did knock you out.
That actually makes sense. Then
He hit you with the hilt of his sword.
Yeah.
The new picture I just put up is you see that creature crawling across the tops of it, looking at people. And he goes to one where it's just a woman. She's running through, and you see one of the skinwalkers go, "Honey, I missed you," and she just stares at it, and you watch as it tricks her. She goes towards it and hugs it, and it tears her throat out. As this creature looms over it and watches, his hand shifting into a grappling hook, and he grapples the body and starts tearing into it with its teeth and eating it.
Hey, Phobos,
Yeah?
gotta kill this bloke.
You could try.
Don't have any. I don't think I have my magic. What the?
You don't have magic, you don't have your weapons, you have nothing that could defend yourself from it. And you watch as the skinwalker claws its way up and looks at it, and they both make the same sound. And the skinwalker crawls into the maze that you see Astrid running around into, and it shifts into Ambrosia and starts calling for Astrid.
No. Okay.
By the way, Ambrosia did not come onto this mission, by the way. She stayed home.
Well, I know. That's what I suspected. Okay. Can I use you as a battering ram?
Me?
Yes, you.
Hey.
I don't know.
Like, this creature, the mazes are really far below you, and this creature has not looked up at you guys. He's just watching Astrid as she runs. Like, he's enjoying the show. He's smiling and stuff, and he's watching her.
Why do you want to use me as a batter? What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna throw you, and then I'm gonna throw myself.
I don't think you should.
As you guys are...
I got head weapons.
As you guys are bickering up there, you notice as Astrid, she runs, and the maze does shift. It opens a gate, and that one that looks like Ambrosia steps out and says, "Sweetheart, don't run, please." And Astrid immediately looks at her and she's like, You're not here. And she starts to run, and she gets closer to the middle. And you watch as clearly the skinwalker gets angry at that, and his hands shift out, and he rips open her ankle. And she falls and has breathing heavily as she stares up at it, and it's walking towards her, and she's clearly trying to force herself up, and then it makes a fatal mistake. It shifts to Allium. It goes, "Sweetheart, my precious wife."
No.
And she immediately, almost like this fear triggers her into some sort of fight or flight mode, and she gets up, not caring about her bleeding ankle. She runs into the middle, and she makes it. And you watch as this creature growls at the other, like the skinwalker, and it grabs it and kills it and eats it. Clearly angry that it made her get away.
Astrid!
Astrid just looks at you and goes, okay, you're real, right?
Okay, let's do a test. Test. What happened when we first met?
I got yelled at by Spitfire. I remember that.
Yeah, you flew on a dragon. Well,
Yeah.
I think you dropped from the sky from a dragon.
Yeah,
but
I got
dragon
shot.
nonetheless.
She's just breathing
And yes,
heavily.
this is the real Phobos. I know because we just did the test, but Phobos, I think you should still do a test for reassurance.
I trust you guys.
Staring at what's her face, Astrid, with a look of confusion and horror.
What? What's wrong?
You're married to Allium?
Didn't give me much choice. He doesn't give any woman a choice.
Gutting that bastard.
She's just breathing heavily
That
as...
conversation we had. That's why.
And you know what he's doing to me?
You're the one who... He's the one
I'm
who forced
gutting
you
him.
into it.
She just heavily breathes out as you watch the creature like use the grappling hook to launch himself across as all the other mazes
We're
are
trying to
empty, by the
figure out
way,
what
except
to
for
do. I'm thinking of using ourselves as a weapon currently.
there's only 3 people in the maze. Well,
Techno
4 people in the maze.
and Aaron.
Techno, Aaron, and Spitfire.
Yeah, Techno, Aaron. Yeah.
Um,
That's 3 people, not 4.
I bad at counting. He watches it starts watching Spitfire. Spitfire runs into a fucking dead end. He's like, ah! He's frustrated. Like nothing's coming after him, which is weird. Then you see someone else in the maze, a moth-like person. She looks like a moth. Hold on, let me grab her picture. It wouldn't be that hard to find because she's right next to Spinwalker? Spitfire. I called her a Spinwalker.
Spinwalker! You spin me right round, baby, right round. When I kill you, right
she
when
has
I kill
very
you.
her wings look exactly like Spitfire's wings. As she stands here, she's like, Spit? She's panting heavily and she's bleeding a little bit. And Spitfire goes, well, that's like you can hear everything that's happening in these mazes, by the way. You can hear like your dad panting and calling out for you, but obviously he's not getting your real response. And it's clear he kind of knows that as he starts to go silent, and then Techno's just completely silent. Nothing's happening over there. You don't know what's happening. There's nothing from Techno. And Spitfire goes, I haven't seen you since I was 3 years old, Mom. You're not real. He seems panicked about it, almost like laughing, and she's like, I am very real. He's like, then tell me my birthday. Astrid just goes, hold on. I'm interested. Is this real? She's not helping whatsoever. And she's like, well, you were born years ago because you're 40 something now. Yes, Spitfire's really old compared to you guys.
Yeah, but that doesn't exactly give us a date there, pal.
She's like, you're born on September 17th. And he's like, okay. Out of my vagina.
No,
he's like, well, that's obvious. That's really obvious. I don't need to know that. And she's like, what? You know, your dad kind of exiled me. He's like, they start walking together. It's very clear that she's not a skinwalker. She's not trying to hurt him or anything like that or lure him near them. But they're walking together, talking.
I don't trust this.
And she's like, well, you know, your dad exiled me. And Spitfire's like, he doesn't exile someone unless they're a slaver. What the fuck did you do? And she's like, well, your dad's kind of gay. What do you mean he's gay? Then how was I? What did you do? He immediately stops and looks at her. She's like, well, Michael paid me a pretty penny to make him kill himself. So, rape is a good answer for that. And just Spitfire just stares at her, almost like a mortified look on her face. On his face, not her face. His face, as he just starts to shake, and as he looks down at himself, he almost seems disgusted with himself. Of what he is the product from. And he stares at her before a voice that you don't know, that no one seems to know, calls out, kid. And Spitfire goes, no, you're dead. And he starts running, like, away from his mom and away from this voice. And then what you see from the top is something walking. It's tall. It looks very similar to Spitfire. let me see if I can find him. Um, I like how both of you are just stunned in silence, but what Spitfire was conceived with.
I'm gonna be honest, I have just no words.
Yeah.
Like, dang, dude!
This really very attractive, weirdly enough, tiefling is like, Spitfire, sweetheart.
Give me him.
um, Spitfire is just running as like you see the maze shift in front of obviously a skinwalker. This person, he steps in front of like the exit right as Spitfire gets there, and he's like, I can't believe you left. You should have just come home. And Spitfire's like, no, you're dead. I watched. I watched. I watched. He can't finish his sentence as he's breathing heavily, and it starts walking towards him. He's like, you know what, Mom? And he turns around to the moth lady, his mom, and he hugs her. He's like, I hope you die. And he throws her into the skinwalker, and she gets eaten alive as he runs past the skinwalker and gets to the middle. And as he's going up, you can watch as his body just kind of collapses in on itself. He's holding himself.
Can
And
we wander through platforms, or are we too far apart?
the platform is the same platform, so you're all together.
I run and hug Spitfire.
Spitfire just leans into you a bit, and the creature pulls his mother up a bit, and then looks at the platform at you guys. So it's clearly, I can clearly see you.
I think we've been spotted!
You don't say.
And it's like its hand hooks onto the grappling hook part that it shifts into, and it launches itself up. And it starts to speak to Spitfire. He's like, what a wonderful family reunion, isn't it? He sounds like a high-pitched version of your father. His voice is a little bit more high-pitched than your father's, and it sounds almost identical.
My father?
Yeah, your father.
I'm blocking everyone who is injured currently.
Come on. Can I just talk to Spitfire for a moment? Not gonna hurt him. He already won my game. You all won my game.
Never heard of a Spitfire. Spitfire doesn't exist. Clearly
I'm a
blocking Spitfire.
Don't lie to me. You won my game. I'm not here to hurt you or anything like that. I just want to talk to Spitfire. It's wonderful family reunion.
Who's a Spitfire? Don't know who's a Spitfire.
He pushes you out of the way, clearly fed up with what you're saying. And he goes up the stairs. It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I kick the leg. I kick the leg.
He just lets it happen. He sits in front of Spitfire. Spitfire's crunkled on the ground.
He's
He's
still
like,
holding on to him.
it's okay. How about a little revenge? As he brings the body towards him, he's like, and rips her arm off. He's like, take a bite. Take a bite. And he just keeps repeating that. Spitfire's like, if I do, will you leave me alone? He's like, yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Phobos grabs his face and pulls it towards her. No. No cannibalism.
Cannibalism.
I quickly also...
I only have room for one cannibal in my life, and that's not you.
I also dive in for hug.
Look at that, Spitfire. People actually love you. How cute. Fine.
The
more for me.
Block his ears.
Spitfire just like stares at you guys as you hear the crunch of his mother's bones inside this creature's teeth. He's like, ooh. And he launches. You can hear him launch away as he laughs. Like there's nothing left of the body. There's nothing there. Would you like to watch where he goes?
Yep.
He goes towards Techno.
Oh God!
And
I'm literally just thinking, don't go near my husband.
I was hoping not
when
near
you
my dad.
finally look at Techno's maze, it's covered in blood. Not Techno's blood, Skinwalker's blood, as he is killing everything that goes near him. And the creature seems very unamused by it, just like he's just watching. He seems disappointed in what's happening. He's like, I took away your weapons for fucking reason, and you're cheating on my game. Why are you strong? He seems very angry about it, like a child getting upset that they're losing.
Maurice kind of chuckles just a tiny bit.
Oh, he's just standing out here.
Rest in peace, his headphones died.
Oh, okay. Don't hit your head. Nah, that's in my vagina.
What?
They passed out. They fainted.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
I will be gently lean backwards onto the chair. Alright.
That's all I care about.
Are you okay with listening through here? right now. I can give you an earbud so you can hear Amaris talking to you. There you
Hello?
Something more concerned about Michael's nails
Okay.
are okay.
There you go. They have an earbud, so they'll be able to hear
Is
when they put
everyone
it in.
okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
The Detective just continues on, and then a skinwalker, definitely a skinwalker, because Phobos is up there with you guys.
Mhm.
Torn in half is on the ground, pleading with him, saying to help him, and he just stares at it. And at first, it seems like he believes it, as he kind of steps backwards and he seems scared. And
Mm.
then he looks up slightly, notices there's no blood trail coming out of the ripped off half, and he just goes. Then he looks up, and almost like a confident stare, as if he sees you guys, and he looks at the creature for a moment, like directly at it, before he goes, "All right, gotta come closer for me to help you, sweetheart." Uh, and the creature, getting eager's like starting to poke out of the like shifting out of the form. Um, Before he laughs, he's like, "You really think you can get me with that?" And he carves down its skull and killing it. And you just see the creature just goes, "What the fuck?" And Tekla looks at him like, "What? It's not believable. Why wasn't it bleeding out of its ass?" Well, that was well, I guess that's organs. It's look. And he's like, "Wait, you can see me? That's not allowed. How can? Mm, I don't like you. Go out there. Too much power. Go, 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 go." He keeps repeating it. He sounds more childish as continues doing it. And Tekla's like, "Jesus Christ, okay, okay." And he comes up there. He's like, "Hi. Oh, why are you upset?" Immediately sits down with Spitfire and pats his head.
Ha! Family reunion.
Oh, that's
And
terrible.
then
I hate them things.
I'm now staring at the direction where my dad is.
As you stare into that direction,
Father.
you notice that he's not alone. This definitely not a, like, she's being chased by skinwalkers, so obviously she's not a skinwalker. There's this lady she's got a Tommy, she's got a little Tommy. She's running through the maze right next to his maze. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and, sorry, your dad's ginormous for some reason. Stop that.
Okay.
He's like, he keeps running, but the maze keeps cutting him off as the creature's crawling around watching him. Then your dad
Mm,
turns around, and your mother is standing there. And all he could do was stare at her,
Oh no. No, 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 no.
as
No, 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 no.
he's clearly trying to differentiate who she is, but she's missing her wings, a very key feature of her. And he's just staring at it like, what the fuck? And that's when there's a skinwalker on the other side of the wall that's behind him because he hit a dead end. And you see the creature crawl and show the skinwalker something and crawl back out and smile as he stares at your dad. And the wall comes up, and there's a child standing there. Child is blonde, and he goes, "Aaron?" And Aaron turns around, no longer facing that one, and that one starts to back away. Like the creature shoos it away and starts to back away, listening. And Aaron's like, "No, these creatures can only mimic things that are alive. What the fuck is happening?" He seems angry, and the creature goes, "It's a family reunion." And he could see him. All of a sudden, he hops into it. He's like, and then he starts to shift. He looks almost exactly like your dad, longer hair, matted, and he's blonde. And he goes, "Long time no see, big brother." And Aaron goes, "Mm-mm, you're dead. I don't like this." Mm-mm. He starts backing
Maurice
up.
is just kind of inside herself now because she's really worried.
Hold on. No, no, no. I watched you, mom and dad, burn in a fire. I lost everything that night. What do you mean? And the creature kind of, it's no longer a creature. It's a humanoid thing. It looks a lot like it.
Mhm.
He sits down a little bit and goes, "Well, let's just say Egrador liked me," which is the god of death previously to the one that you're currently with. Basically, the one that made you heart. And
Yeah.
he just sits there. He's like, "Egrador favored me, raised me since I was a kid. I watched you not give a shit about our family dying." Aaron's like, "It's not true. I did. I couldn't
He's
focus on
not
it.
real. He's not real. He's not real.
It's just too much, Derek." Enter, which is his brother's name. Derek just
Mm.
goes, "You know, I miss my older brother. You know, the one that would rip heads off of rabbits and deers. Where's that cruel man? You're not my brother anymore, are you, Aaron? I have empathy. I learned what empathy was after you died. That was what you are, but you're not real. I know you're not real. You're not. Derek just laughs and he goes, I am real. I am. Sorry to break it to you. Maybe you don't want to see my face. Maybe you fucking hate me like you used to. Get angry at me
Not
for
real.
doing simple things.
Dad, it's not real. Dad, it's not real.
You know, like when I played ball with you or stuff like that and I'd hit you on accident. I never meant to. I'm sorry, my wrist fucking was deformed. And he kind of holds up his hand and even like, and he shifts into the creature form and the hand, it stays the same. It's still like shifted weirdly. And he's like, so you are real. Why did he pick you? Why, out of everyone? Derek just laughs and he shifts back into himself and he goes, because a child is a great place to start with raising an immortal being, isn't it, Aaron? What are you? Look, just let me go. Let my family go. It's fine. Please. He's like, well, I have something funner. And he moves up onto the wall a bit. Like only his arm shifts into the grappling hook. He moves up onto the wall up top. And he looks at your dad and his arm moves and just as that woman dies, he like grappling hooks her corpse and his hand reaches into her and rips her stomach open to reveal an infant.
No.
And he cuts the umbilical cord and starts to cry. It's alive, completely. It seems pretty healthy.
What?
He hands it to your
Excuse me?
dad, and a wall goes up, and the skinwalker's in front of him. He's like, two choices. Well, not really choices. Either both of you die, or the infant dies. Let's see how moral you are.
Kill
And
the child.
kind of leans down, leans down to Aaron. Aaron looks at him and goes, you really aren't who you were before you died. But I don't think I want to do either of those things as his magic starts to ignite, which isn't allowed in the game. The game that Derek made, as the magic like it does not react with Derek's magic, and his sword opens up in his hand. He's like, Derek just stares at him, like looks pissed off as he stares back at Derek, and he uses his sword to bring the mother back to life. She's fully healed. She's not pregnant anymore. He hands the infant to her and goes, it's okay. Just find the way out. And he cuts the skinwalker's head off and he looks at Derek and Derek goes, you broke the rules. And Aaron goes, I don't give a shit if I broke your stupid rules. But you're gonna let us
I'm gonna
go.
break the rules. I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna break the rules. Maurice is just like trying to break the rules herself. Just okay, come on, just a little bit. Come on, please.
You aren't end up able to break the rules. No.
Like, break my skin open.
Probably not, considering the reason why it's magical plane is because he has time magic. He can revert himself back to the time where he wasn't affected by the magic. It's very clear that it's time magic, considering he just did that with the woman. And
Yep.
Derek goes, fine, new game. Whoever makes it to the thing first. Well, if I make it there first, I will eat every single one of them. And if you do, I'll let you all go. How's that game?
Every single one of who?
Aaron just goes, fine then. And he slams his sword into the wall of the maze and pulls himself up as Derek proceeds to turn and look at you guys. And Aaron is using magic to teleport himself across all the walls as the woman runs to the center, making it. And now you're here with the woman and her infant baby. But she's like, I guess I can name him Toby like his dad.
Are you okay,
So
man?
traumatized. She's like, I don't know what just happened, but I'm grateful for whatever he did to me.
That's my dad. He saved you.
He's a great person. As this is happening, you notice Derek's grappling hook grabs the edge. He's gonna make it for your dad. Before Techno goes, hey, he just shouts down at Aaron going, hey, cut yourself open for me a bit. He's like, why? He's like, just trust me. Your daughter trusts me. Right, Maurice? I almost called you Bubba, sorry.
Yeah, of course.
See, and your dad just rolls his eyes and cuts his arm open. And as the blood comes out, Techno shapes a staircase out of the blood and hardens it for Aaron to run up. And he's running. He's using his sword to like launch himself with it as well. And as that
I
happens,
immediately hunt Techno because it's amazing and I'm happy.
right as Derek almost arrives, Aaron steps on the platform. And Derek just looks at Aaron and goes, "Well, you won, like you always did." And he shifts back into his normal self. He's like,
Fucking weirdo!
"You can all go free. But I have one last request, Aaron. Beat me. Make me feel pain. Show me my cruel older brother just one more time. Please." He's starting. You see as Derek starts to cry, but he's laughing at the same time, almost as if he's forced to laugh. Do that. And Aaron just goes, "I can't do that. You may be a monster now, but you're still my little brother. Come on, please." Your dad's kind of choking up a little bit, and he just goes, "Please, one last time. I can't handle this anymore.
What the heck is going on?
I can't let you leave until you do it." He seems to be angry at the same time now, and Aaron just goes, "If we." He watches as the sun starts to set, and all of his brain goes, "Aaron, Derek, please." I was calling him Aaron. "My wife, she's going to die if I can't get to her. Please choose some of that fucking empathy you had when you were alive." And Derek just goes, "I don't care if she dies. I want what I want for one last time from you. Beat me to death. But I can't die. I'm immortal now. I've almost died multiple times. Gives a shit." Aaron just looks at him and goes, "Fine." And you see almost like a cruel look go over your father's face as he approaches Derek and just starts.
I'm gonna snuff. I'm gonna put my. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but Amaris is just gonna put her face into Techno's chest, and then she's just gonna cover her ears.
The rest of the party watches as Aaron mutilates his own brother, ripping his limbs off and pulling him apart, his organs and everything like that. Before a magical wave comes over all of you, you all have your legendaries back. Everything seems fine.
Amaris is not stopping the sense deprivation. She's just not. She's just waiting until someone gives her the okay. You can be existent now.
Techno kind of taps you a little bit. You kind of see your dad has tears running down his face. And you look up.
I run over to my dad.
Okay. You run over. He hugs you. As Techno steals the blood off of him, just goes. Thank you. So he's no longer covered in his own brother's blood.
Dad, you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Sorry, just so traumatizing to do that.
I've had my fair share of traumatizing, to say the least, honestly.
A little unfair, isn't it? Never wanted you to go through that.
Apparently you hit me with the end of your weapon.
Look, I was under some kind of disease, okay? I didn't mean to do that.
I don't even remember it. I think you hit me way too hard. I got a concussion.
Oh, great. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember much. Except for some things. Anyways, let's get out of here. Please?
Your dad kind of...
She's just like motioning, just like, over here, please.
As you guys are walking away, you see in the maze, you see Derek watching. He's not mutilated or anything. He looks completely fine. But he seems to be crying as he stares at you. And he makes a small little heart. Because he still loves his family, even though he's a little insane now.
I look down to see Derek. I'm just like, huh?
He doesn't know you personally, but he knows that you're his niece. So he just does that little symbol.
I just make a face like, and just continue walking.
As you continue walking, Aaron goes, "Techno, whatever that next mission that you have to do is, either we skip it or we do it now." And Techno goes,
"Skip it."
Look, it's either Michael's gonna get pissed off at me, or we get the fuck out of here before Michael gets pissed off at me and go, because Allium won't carry on that punishment.
Get out of here! Who's with me? What
Aaron's like,
next?
Angel,
Pardon?
are you going to agree with them or
I don't want to get. Phobos are just kind of staring. They're not speaking.
what are they traumatized about this one?
Something wrong.
Anger.
Techno would most likely recognize that look of anger in their eyes.
Oh, but the allium being mentioned. By the way, Techno and Aaron and Spitfire do not know that Allium is Astrid's wife. They didn't see that. I mean, husband. What?
Mm.
What did I say? Okay.
Wife husband. Wife husband.
Um,
Anyways, I'm gonna vote we get out of here. Who's with me? Yeah.
Osha's just kind of glaring at the ground before raising her hand slightly.
Okay.
To agree.
All right, that's one. Come on, who's number two? Please, I want to get out.
Where are we going, sweetheart? You could come back to the side quest when you get fast traveling.
Okay, cool. I'm never going to do that side quest. Let's
Doing
go.
that side quest, you ain't got a choice.
There's two options. So about that side quest, it's not a long side quest either. But if we want to continue, we can continue until we get this thing.
When it comes to FNAF, I am not gonna goof around, man. I know I'm white, but I ain't that white bitch.
I'm that white.
Yeah, I know you are. You guys start walking to Sanctuary. It's not that far from here. The sun, like the moon is in the air, and your dad is he's holding himself, but he doesn't seem worried about what he did to Derek or anything like that. He seems more worried about your mom. It's very clear on him. And he's just walking.
I haven't told you guys yet either.
Yeah, no
told
one
the rest
else
of the
knows
party.
but you and Aaron. And as the moon hits the center of the sky, you feel slightly stronger.
Rest in peace, Mom.
But you don't feel like entirely strong. It's just you feel a little bit stronger, like you got a little bit more power, which concerns you a little bit.
I just stop, and so much anxiety and overthinking flows through me. Curse time! I start to phase. Uh-oh.
Aaron's like, sweetheart, I know you can't control that, but I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath because it's all gonna be okay.
Actually, no. Fun fact: that never happened in the train, so this is actually new for him.
For him right now, he's just like, sweetheart, there's no time for games. Your mom's gonna be fine. We can get back. We'll get the train back, and she'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Okay? Okay. Glad you agree. Come on. You seem panicked that you're not moving.
Dad.
What? Mm.
I can't physically stand.
He tries to pick you up.
Swoop! Right through.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill someone. He seems angry, like overly angry. Like, not you, I'm not angry at you. Ah! He doesn't know what to do with his emotions.
How about one of you guys fill my dad in on what this is? Just a little bit of what happens.
High fear, fall. I don't. That's Tekno's explanation about it.
Yeah, high fear, fall.
Fall and no touch. Good. And I was like, yeah, okay.
I don't know. I just get really phasey.
Look, can you take a deep breath for me and try to calm down a little bit? Your mom is fine. We'll get the train back. We'll get her on that train. Everything will be great.
You can see that she's like trying to put herself into a ball and make sure nothing's being phased through nothing when she's calming down.
Everything is okay. Your dad starts.
As soon as something she's able to touch something, she falls forward. Yep, I'm all good now. I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
I don't think my hands are fully back though.
That's alright. As long as you can walk.
Yep.
You guys just walk and you hit Sanctuary. You see that spot where there's a few little files there, and now all of them are covered in Egredor. And he just looks at it and the silver glint of all of them as the sun starts to rise.
Vin, I'm gonna make you laugh. What Amaris does is she immediately spreads out her wings, turns around, and pulls and like pins her dad to the ground immediately, and then starts dragging him away.
Fine. We get into the town. It's normal. It's all fine. Everything's great and dandy. People are waking up, and that's wonderful. And as you get into the town, you're dragging your dad, but gestures to get up, and when he gets up,
I'm carrying him. I'm not letting him touch the ground.
he's like,
I'm
"Do
flying
you know
with
that
him.
there's no flowers over here, right? We're in the middle of town.
I don't care.
Let
I
me
found
down.
out that it can be in grass.
This grass isn't sustainable to live. Half of it's dead.
No,
That is very true. Half the grass here is dead. And there's nothing silver on it, so he kind of pulls away from you. Like, I'm fine, okay? Promise. As you enter this town, a kid walks up to Techno, being shoved by his mother, and she looks angry. And that is how the session will end off.
Oh,
She looks angry with her kid, like, towering and, like, a little bit. And Techno's just staring at her. And that is how the session ends off.
Well,
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah!
communism.
Not communism.
Communism.
No.
No. Okay.
I love that we have an angry Phobos, an annoyed Techno, and a scared kid with a pissed off mom.
Yeah. And Aaron that doesn't know what's happening.
Phobos was not speaking at all since finding out about that.
Mm-hmm.
Phobos was just quiet.
She also said he doesn't let any women have a choice. You know who has a deal with him? Someone's mom.
Hurry up! Here's your earbud.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Oh, I did. That was amazing.
And I'm going to turn off the recording here. Enjoy your time.